presenter for today. She's a cool engineer major, bioengineer major. She's an amazingly fast worker. She enjoys Asian dramas, hula hooping. She likes sweets, but not too sweet. She loves to travel, and she likes to visit Italy and Japan, hopefully in the future. She likes Japanese food, and she enjoys playing the Chinese instrument called, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's guzheng. You guys know what that is? What did you say? It's a Chinese instrument. Oh. It's called guzheng. And do you know And so she's planning to go to graduate school, and she will like in the future to work in a medical or health-related industry or a company that sends employees around the world. So if you guys can help me giving her a round of applause.
This quarter going to be presented by me is called The Art of Persuasion. So what does persuasion really mean? From the dictionary, it means the action of causing someone to do something through reasoning or argument. Here's a speech I found online. It's spoken by Martin Luther King. I think most of you have already seen or read before. It's called I Have a Dream speech. And I will show 2 minutes of it. How he tried to persuade people to believe that everyone in the world is equal. Sorry, the volume is very low. That's just one example of persuasion I want to show you. So why we are learning persuasion? Well, actually, you probably won't notice that we actually use persuasion all the time in our daily life. It can be as small as persuade a friend to watch a particular movie that you like, to persuade a company to hire you over other candidates, or you can be persuade a professor to change a better grade for you. So there are 5 tips I come up with that I think are pretty helpful when you try to persuade others. Tip number 1, be respectful. If you respect others, others will respect you back. So when you try to persuade others, always listen to what other people's opinion is. Understanding what others think may help you to persuade them more. And also watch out for some word choices. It never hurts to say please, thank you, excuse me. And sometimes may, you can use may instead of can, because may is more like soft, can soften your tone. And also some cultural practices such as bow to the elders also show respect. And tip number 2, be confident. If you don't have confidence in yourself, how can others have confidence in you? So if you want to be confident, you can do like watch out your tone always, and then head up back straight, and don't be too shy when you talk to others, and then don't act too permissive, and also have a clear voice. Other people will understand you more, and also make eye contact. And if you look into their eyes, in other people's eyes, they will understand that what you are talking about. Tip number 3, smile. Smile seems to be easy, but sometimes we don't smile that much. Smile shows more friendliness, and then as you smile, you seem more approachable. And then we learned from Caster's workshop last quarter that what's the importance of smile and how to smile. And actually, Caster has a really great smile, so we can learn from him.
It's all okay, Caster.
And then tip number 4, benefiting both sides of the party. I will provide you an example of this tip. So let's say we want to recruit a person to volunteer. You can say, as a volunteer, you are helping the temple. We use the temple as an example. Since a temple is a non-profit organization, at the same time, you are meeting and making new friends. So in this situation, the temple is benefiting from you because you are helping the temple. And at the same time, you are benefiting from the temple because you are meeting and making more friends. Tip number 5. Here's the girl, happy face. Tip number 5. Having past credibility, which also means you are a trustworthy person. I use Bill Gates too. So imagine Bill Gates making the following hypothetical sentence. Within 10 years, all laptop computers will also be used as televisions. The televisions we use nowadays will turn into something completely old-fashioned. And now imagine Britney Spears making the same sentence. Who will you believe more in? Probably most likely going to be Bill Gates, not Britney Spears. Because Bill Gates is a specialized in this field instead of Britney Spears. If we're talking about singing or entertainment, you probably will believe more in Britney Spears. And now I have an activity for you guys to engage in to use these 5 tips I mentioned before. So consider the following 4 scenarios. 1, persuade a person to watch Notebook with you. Number 2, persuade a guy or a girl to accept a date. Number 3, persuade a person to eat at McDonald's. And 4, persuade a person to purchase one of the group members' clothing. So the goal here is, as a group, use the 5 tips mentioned before to persuade the mysterious target, which will be assigned after 4 minutes of preparation. So I'm going to break you guys into 4 groups, and each of you will receive one of the scenarios. And then after the preparation, I will assign a target to you. You have to persuade that person. And then if you successfully persuaded that target, there will be prizes in the end. So, and also for the targets, I will assign later. Please be honest. Don't be easily persuaded by the